What's up YouTube, Zandar the Legend, and we're going to try doing our second pre-release of kit with a different viewing angle and seeing how this one turns out compared to the first. As always, getting straight into the butter of things, Paula Dean is going to get this open for us so we can get underway. Hopefully the camera doesn't shake too much. And we're trying autofocus this time because, you know, why not? I feel like our first video turned out pretty good, but I just wanted a higher viewing angle for this one. Love, love, love these new deck boxes for the pre-release kit. It does a really good job of holding everything. Like, I mean, I haven't sleeved them up yet, but it will hold them sleeved. Like your deck up front, your whole sideboard behind, your dice down below. Really, really impressed with that. Latch is pretty good and always holds on. And let's just do this number. Let's be completely surprised. Hey, this time we got a blue dice. Once again, that autofocus is kind of messing me up a little bit, but where is it at? Where is it at? There's the set indicator. And a little slip talks about how to build your pre-release kit. And let's see, you know, I didn't really look at this too much last time. Now everybody can see this a little better. I wanted to see, it says, try not to play more than 3 or 4 creatures of a given cost. Yeah, don't play more than 1 or 2 creatures that cost 1. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see this at all, but that's alright. Don't play more than 1 or 2 creatures that cost 7 or more. Because, yeah, I followed all these rules, so I think I did pretty good for the first build. And it's going to contain 6 packs of Battle for Zendikar. And we have yet to see an expedition, but I mean, honestly, who's going to see an expedition during pre-release? Probably a pretty rare chance. Or a planeswalker yet. So let's get straight into it and start getting these cards set out like we would during a pre-release event. I had Dispel right off the top. That would have helped out with my other one. So blue, Mindraker for black, Territorial Bouth green, Clutch Currents blue, Reckless Cohort red, Inspiring Charge white, Sheer Drop, Kozilek's Channeler, Mandalorian Siderunner, Courier Griffin. I get going too quick, and I make the same mistake almost every time here. As far as uncommons, we're getting the Zilport Cutthroat. Not too bad, not too great. Unified Front, not that great. Titan's Presence is just really good if we get the other card to pull it off. Oh, and here we go. We got the Ruinous Path, which is the buy box promo for our rare. It's 1 uncolored. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it. 1 uncolored, double black. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. It's basically the new hero's downfall. It also has Awaken. Pretty solid removal. And an island and an Eldrazi Scion token. Out of that pack, we're white heavy, but that doesn't always mean we're going to be steering white. Voracist Null, Maliki Patrol, Lava Step Raider, Evolving Wilds, which will be nice. Awesome blue card, Eldrazi Sky Spawner, best common in the set. Bone Splinters, I feel like. Hedron Blade. Unnatural Aggression, it makes us fight stuff. Green's really weak right now. Another land. A Skyrider Elf, first time I've seen this uncommon. X, green and a blue, flying, converge. When it enters the battlefield, X with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color used to cast it. I'm not really sure what to think about it. We'll put it over here in the gold pile. A Blightfin, another special land. And a Deathless Behemoth, 6 uncolored for a 6/6 vigilance. Sacrifice 2 Eldrazi Scion tokens, return the Behemoth from your graveyard to your hand. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. And oh my goodness, it's our second mythic. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, 10 for a 10/10 when you cast them. Exile 2 target permanents, indestructible. Whenever he attacks, defending player exiles the top 20 cards of his or her library. If you can resolve this guy, he's going to win you a pre-release. A Foiled Forest. Beautiful, beautiful Foiled Forest. An island. And a Scion token. We definitely need to take the time here to sleeve up him, without a doubt. And the forest. So if we can get the mana ramp to get Ulamog out, I mean, that's his hands down. I mean, if he hits once, you pretty much won the game. Because by the time you get him out, they're not going to have 20 cards left to exile. Plummet. Salvage Drone, Boiling Earth, Volcanic Patrol, Snapping Gnarland, Spell Shrivel, Complete Disregard, Scour the Existence, Turgid Beastmaster, Wave Wing Elemental, Firemantle Mage. It was a first uncommon. Second uncommon, Tehedron Archive, good mana ramp. Ulamog's Nullifier. 2 uncolored, a blue, a black, void, flash, flying. When Nullifier enters the battlefield, you may put 2 cards from your opponent's exile into their graveyards. If you do, you can counter target spell. Pretty solid. And our rare is From Beyond. 3 uncolored and a green. Enchantment, Devoid. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi token on the battlefield. You can sacrifice From Beyond, search your library for an Eldrazi card, reveal it. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good for what we're doing. A Plains, and hey, it's our first Elemental token I've seen. 3 packs remaining. Mist Intruder. Dutiful Return. Boiling Earth. Lillimancer's Focus. Scour from Existence. Grave Birthing. Not sure how I feel about that card. Brood Hunter Worm, sorry. Spell Shrivel again. Complete Disregard. Very common. Ruin Processors. Angel of Renewals, our first uncommon. 5 uncolored and a white for a 4/4 flying angel. Enters the battlefield, gain 1 life for each creature you control. Retreat to Kazmaru. Last one's Coastal Discovery for uncommons. Basically 3 uncolored and a blue. Draw 2 cards. Has Awaken 4 on it. And our rare, if I could keep my pile straight, is a Bring to Light. 3 uncolored, a green and a blue. It's got Converge. Search your library for a creature, an instant, or a sorcery card to convert a mana cost less than or equal to the number of colors. Blah, 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 blah. We're not going to be playing it. Hey, we got an emblem token for Gideon. How cool would that be if we could pull a Gideon? I know for sure I'd be all about that. 2 packs remaining. All of our colors look pretty even this time compared to what we got last time. Morocco Assassin, Oran Reef Invoker, Sure Strike, Kitescale Sout, Unnatural Aggression, Greyfur Stalker, Cloud Mantra, Sandstone Bridge, Tarju Beastmaster, Demon's Grasp, really good removal. Retreat is our first uncommon. Skystrider Elf again. They're definitely forcing us into that, I feel like. Cryptic Cruiser, 3 uncolored and a blue for 3/3 Devoid. For 2 uncolored and a blue, put a card an opponent owns from exile in the graveyard, tap target creature. And oh my gosh, we got another mythic in this one. It's the Akorum Firebird. 2 uncolored double red for 3/3 Flying Haste. It attacks each turn of Fable. Hazel has landfall. When land enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 4 in double red, so for 6 mana from the graveyard to the battlefield. I don't think we'll be playing that card. It's just not that good. Maybe in the pre-release it might not be too bad, but I feel like, I don't know. Alright, last pack. If you haven't hit subscribe yet or commented down below, please do so. It definitely helps me out. Like the channel so we can keep bringing new content like this. We'll definitely be having booster boxes, event decks, fat packs, everything going on here soon. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all that coming out. Inspired Charge. Another, man, so many Boiling Earths. Valculate Invoker. Another Glider. Dominator Drone, Stone Fury. First uncommon's a Vampiric Rites. Jedi Offshoot, a Plant Defender, 0/3. When a land enters the battlefield under control, you gain 1 life. Carrier Thrall, 1 and a black for 2/1. When it dies, put a 1/1, so that's pretty decent. Our last rare mythic's going to be a Drowner of Hope. 5 uncolored and a blue for 5/5. When it enters the battlefield, put 2 colorless tokens on the battlefield that you can tap. Obviously awesome. And a Swamp and a Core Ally token. I mean, 2 mythics in 1 box. You can't ask for more than that unless it would have been an Expedition Land. An Expedition Land's not going to help us win a pre-release event and possibly earn us another 12 packs. I feel pretty confident in this. And I completely forgot what the promo. I almost let you guys. For the people that stayed around patiently and are going to see what kind of deck we're going to build from this. which is really looking like another blue-black Eldrazi deck. But we'll see. Maybe blue-green. We got a Prism Array. Once again, not sure I think about this card. It's definitely got the foiling from the vaults on there. 4 uncolored and a blue enchantment. Converge. When it enters the battlefield with a crystal counter on it for each color mana cost to cast it. I mean, Converge just probably is not going to be a thing. We're going to sleeve it up just so we can take care of it, but not really the best card overall to see for a pre-release promo. Well, stick around and I'll be right back and show you what kind of deck we built to try to get Ulamog onto the field. And we're back. Once again, we end up building a, guess it, blue-black Eldrazi build. Because once again, we just didn't have anything else to put it together. And more importantly, we really want to get Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, onto the field to scare our opponents. Creatures are on the bottom again, as spells are up top. Land bases, we didn't have anything really exciting this time, just one Evolving Wilds and a Blighted Fin. The Blighted Fin is the let us tap for an uncolored or 4 and a black, and we can make them sacrifice a creature. We have 2 Salvage Drones on the low end. These have Ingest, also allow us to draw a card and discard a card when they die if we need to. We have a Carrier Thrall and a Mist Intruder again. Mist Intruder has Ingest and Flying. The Carrier Thrall, he's a 2/1. Whenever he dies, you get the 1/1 Scion token, so hopefully that helps out. For our 3 drops, you got the Dominator Drone, Devoid, Ingest. When it enters the battlefield, if you control another colorless creature, which hopefully we will by that time, just because of Devoid, each opponent loses 2 life. And he's a 3/2, so pretty strong. And we had the Eldrazi Sky Spawner again for the best common in the set. That gets us a 2/1 flyer and a mana dork. For the 4 drops, we have Ulamog's Nullifier, because hopefully we'll actually be able to have things ingested by this point. So we have a creature that's a 2/3. He has Flash, he has Flying, he has Devoid. And when he enters the battlefield, I can put 2 cards from their exile into the graveyards. And if I do, I get to counter a target spell. Very strong counter spell for a 2/3 flyer. Same thing as before, we have a Cloud Mantra. I mean, a 3/2 flyer for 4 mana is really good. We've got the Kozilek's Channeler here for 5 mana. He's a 4/4. We can tap him to add 2 to our colorless to our pool. For 6 drops, we have 3 6-drops. We have a Drowner of Hope that gives us some 1/1 tokens. A Wavewing Elemental, he's a strong flyer that we can pump with Landfall. And the Deathless Behemoth is 6 for a 6/6 with Vigilance. And plus I can sacrifice 2 Scions if I want to and return them from the graveyard. Most likely we will not be doing that because we need to keep our Scions for some of the bigger ramp. We have the Rune Processor, a 7 mana for 7/8. Whenever you cast them, if I can exile 1 into the graveyard, I get to gain 5 life again. And lastly, we have Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger for 10/10/10, indestructible. You get to exile 2 permanents whenever he casts them. And then on top of that, they have to... whenever he attacks, the defending player exiles the top 20 cards of his or her library, which will pretty much be an instant game win. For our spells, it's a lot of removal again, or counter spells. Clutch the Currents, Dispel, and Bone Splinters. Nothing wrong with removal. I'll always pay a Scion or even a Salvage Drone to get rid of something big. Titan's Presence, we have a 5, a 6, a 7, and an 8 colorless, and some lower ones. There's a great chance we can always use this for 3 mana to get rid of almost anything off the board. We have a Ruinous Path. This is a great card because of the Awaken ability, so it can give us another creature with a land base if we need. Most importantly, it allows us to get rid of a Planeswalker, which I'm sure we will see before the night's over. Complete Disregard and Spell Shrivel we've went over before. One's a creature killer that exiles it. One's a counter spell that puts the spell in the exile. Excuse me, still fighting my cold. For 4, we have the Hedron Archive. This is just another mana ramp. Once we kind of get the mana we need, and we're still missing cards, we can sacrifice it to draw 2 cards. 5, we have the Demon's Grasp, which is just another removal. As a -5, -5. The only other changes we might have made to this would have been the 7 uncolored spell to exile any target permanent. However, I feel like this was a really well-rounded where we wanted to be. Pretty heavy creature base. Kind of a threat all around the game. Good removal, good counter spells, and I think this is what's going to get us to a 4-0 win in the pre-release event for the sealed pool that we opened this time. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the comment button. Leave me something down below. See that thumb? That means it's a like. Tickle Ulamog. Just tickle him right there underneath the armpit. Definitely help me out. Share it with friends, and you know what? I'll see you at the Battle for Zendikar pre-release. And don't beat me while I'm there. I really want my packs.